The Suez Canal is far more than a ditch in the desert. It's a marvel of human ambition and engineering, a lifeline that pulses with the movement of global commerce every single day. It's a colossal artery for the global economy, channeling the flow of goods, energy, and resources between continents. Stretching 193 kilometers, it connects the Mediterranean to the Red Sea, letting ships bypass the long, perilous journey around Africa's Cape. It's saving money and travel time. Every day, massive container ships, some longer than 90 halting hundreds of ships that cost an estimated $1 billion in lost trade and delayed deliveries. The ripple effect, chaos, supply chains disrupted, and businesses scrambling to adapt. Car parts delayed in Europe, coffee prices fluctuating, and manufacturers forced to pause production as critical components sat stranded at sea. Even garden gnomes and other unexpected goods were stuck at sea, highlighting just how interconnected and fragile our supply chains are. The Suez Canal isn't just a line on the international trade. The Ever Given was just the latest reminder of the canal's critical role, but it won't be the last. As ships grow larger and global trade intensifies, the canal's importance and its vulnerability only increase. Its history is filled with ambition, conflict, and engineering genius. From its construction in the 19th century to its role in world wars and modern geopolitics, the canal has always been at the heart of global events. The canal's story is one of connection and vulnerability. It links continents, cultures, and economies, but it also exposes the necessity of a single world. It's a reminder that our global system is only as strong as its values. Of water and sand. The dream of connecting the Mediterranean to the Red Sea is not a recent idea. It stretches back thousands of years, capturing the imagination of rulers, explorers, and visionaries alike. Even in the time of the pharaohs, this bold vision was alive, inspiring grand plans and ambitious projects. Ancient Egyptian rulers attempted to link the mighty Nile to the Red Sea, carving early canals through the desert sands. But these early efforts faced constant challenges. Silt clogged the channels, and the harsh environment made maintenance nearly impossible. Eventually, these first canals were abandoned, their promise left unfulfilled. Later, the Romans took up the task, maintaining the waterways. Their engineers brought new techniques and determination, but as the great empires of the ocean so too the continuous waterway between the seas. For more than 1,000 years, the idea lay buried beneath shifting sands of the weight of history, waiting for the era to bring it back to life. During the Renaissance, curiosity of scholars revived interest in the canal. Scholars pored over old maps and debated new possibilities, but the technology of Suez, a feat that would require unprecedented engineering and vision. This new canal would create a permanent deep-water channel capable of carrying the massive ships of the industrial age and forever changing the way goods move around the globe. The ancient dream, once thought impossible, was finally on the verge of becoming a modern marvel, an engineering triumph that would reshape chapter in human history. The Suez Canal became reality thanks to the relentless ambition of Ferdinand de Lesseps, a French diplomat whose vision and political skill changed the course of history. De Lesseps was not just a negotiator, he was a dreamer who saw the possibility of connecting two great seas, and he was determined to make it happen, no matter the obstacles. In the 1850s, after years of diplomatic maneuvering, he secured a crucial concession from Egypt's ruler, Maritime. He was captivated by the promise of prosperity and global destinies that the canal would bring to him. De Lesseps then turned to France, rallying support and raising funds from enthusiastic French investors. He saw the canal as a bold opportunity for profit and national pride. Construction began in 1850, relying first on waterway and for thousands of years shaped by the cost was immense. Workers and as they floated in cargo. After international curious onlookers from around the world. It was a moment of celebration, marking the end of a monumental effort. A fleet of ships, led by the French imperial yacht, made the inaugural passage through the canal's waters, symbolizing a new era in world trade. The canal was immediately hailed as a triumph of engineering, powerful progress, and international cooperation. It severed Africa, creating a new maritime highway that would forever alter the flow of commerce and the balance of power in the canal. The world map as the Suez Canal an opportunity for nations around the globe. The Suez Canal's opening instantly shifted global power, especially for the British Empire. Britain, once opposed to the canal, quickly became its biggest user, cutting travel time to India in half. The canal became the lifeline of the empire, essential for moving troops and goods. In 1875, Britain bought Egypt's shares in the canal, gaining major influence. Soon financial control turned into military occupation. British troops guarded the canal for decades. The waterway, built to unite nations, became a prize in the imperial game. For Britain, it was a symbol of power. For Egypt, a reminder of foreign control. The Suez Canal is now at the heart of global strategy. Its fate would shape the next century of world politics. For Egypt, the Suez Canal has always been a source of pride and pain. Built by Egyptian labor but controlled by foreigners, it symbolizes Egyptian assets to fund the Aswan High Dam. The move electrified Egypt and the Arab world, but infuriated Britain and France. The canal was now a flashpoint, not just for trade, but for sovereignty and identity. Nasser's bold act set the stage for a dramatic international showdown. The Suez Canal was no longer just a waterway. It was a symbol of independence. Nasser's nationalization triggered the Suez Crisis, a defining Cold War conflict. Britain, France, and Israel secretly plotted to seize the canal in a coordinated attack in 1956. Militarily, they succeeded, but politically, it was a disaster. The U.S. and Soviet Union condemned the invasion, fearing wider conflict. Under intense international pressure, Britain and France withdrew in humiliation. The crisis marked the end of European imperial dominance and the rise of U.S. and Soviet influence in the Middle East. Nasser was a political victory that kept the canal and became a hero across the Arab world. The Suez Crisis continued to massive power. The canal faced the rise of its control was now a global concern. The Suez Crisis wasn't the canal's last conflict. In 1967, during the Six-Day War, Egypt closed the canal by sinking ships at both ends, trapping 15 vessels in the Great Bitter Lake. The closure lasted 8 years, forcing global shipping to detour around Africa and driving up costs. Shipbuilders responded by creating even larger supertankers for the long run. The stranded yellow fleet became a floating community, isolated from the rest. The canal finally reopened in 1975 after losing the waterway was a massive task, removing sunken ships, bombs, and mines. Reopening civilized Europe the Suez Canal's vulnerability was now clear to the world. After 1975, the Suez Canal entered a with major carriers ever given The incident exposed the fragility of global supply chains. A single accident in a narrow channel sent shockwaves through the world economy. The Ever Given became a symbol of how interconnected and vulnerable our systems are. The crisis sparked urgent calls for more resilient supply chains. The Suez Canal's importance was undeniable. Its smooth operation is essential for the world's flow of goods. The lessons in the mightiest arteries can be blocked in an instant. The Suez Canal is woven into our daily lives, often unseen. The coffee you drink, the phone you use, the clothes you wear, many have crossed that canal. The canal keeps store shelves stocked and prices stable, but it's also a single point of failure. As the Ever Given showed, a delay in the canal can ripple across the globe, disrupting industries and raising prices. The canal shapes geopolitics, energy security, and even the environment. Its future will mean adapting to climate change, security threats, and evolving trade. From ancient dreams to modern megaships, the Suez Canal is a testament to human ambition. Being built on top of empires, sparking wars, and fueling economies. Today, it remains a silent partner in global trade, a reminder of our interconnected world. Next time you see Made in Asia, remember the journey that likely passed through this 193-kilometer gateway.